I don't shake hands with diversity hires. That's what he said right there on the stage under the lights with half the tech world watching. I had my hand out steady, polite, prepared. And Noah Lancaster, the so-called visionary behind Titan Edge Systems, just slapped it away like I'd handed him garbage. Then he grabbed the merger proposal, the one I'd spent months building, tore it in half, and let the pieces fall at my heels. He smiled for the cameras. "These billion-dollar deals require real experience," he said, grinding his shoe into the shredded pages, "not social quotas." The room gasped. But me, I didn't flinch. I straightened my jacket, checked my watch, looked him square in the eye and said, "Merger canceled." People thought that moment was spontaneous, emotional, but it wasn't. It was the final move in a game he never realized he was playing. Let me take you back. That morning, I arrived at the Global Tech Summit as the CEO of Novaspire, the fastest-growing quantum AI company in the country. We had just secured patents that could revolutionize diagnostic medicine, and the merger with Titan Edge was supposed to fast-track implementation. On paper, it made sense. In reality, I'd had doubts from day one. When I walked into the VIP lounge, tailored Navy suit, security badge front and center, I caught Noah watching me from across the room. He leaned toward his CFO and muttered, "Who let the help into the executive section?" They laughed. I didn't respond, just made a mental note. That was his first mistake. Later, during the keynote introductions, the moderator tried to list our names, but Noah cut in, gesturing vaguely in my direction. "And joining us from HR, I assume." "That's Dr. Elise Monroe," the moderator corrected. "She's CEO of Novaspire." Noah shrugged. "Easy mistake." It wasn't. In every pre-merger meeting, he'd redirect technical questions to the men on my team, even when I answered first. "Let's hear from someone with an engineering background," he'd say, cutting me off mid-sentence like I hadn't spent a decade designing the tech myself. At lunch, I sat alone reviewing our merger documents. Noah's voice carried from a nearby table where he bragged to investors. "Once we close this, we'll put someone real in charge." That's when my phone buzzed, a text from my legal chief. "Still want to go through with this?" I typed back. "Let's see how far he goes." Oh, he went far. During my afternoon panel presenting Novaspire's neural interface breakthroughs, he interrupted me 3 separate times. What Elise means is, he'd begin hijacking the mic to explain my own tech incorrectly. I smiled through it, finished my presentation anyway. But the room noticed. A few journalists looked downright furious. What Noah didn't know: every single word he spoke that day was being recorded by cameras' phones. And my own team. We came prepared. That night at the pre-announcement gala, champagne sparkled under chandeliers. My team blended in, capturing every interaction. Noah approached me again, smug and flanked by board members. "We've revised the speech," he said. "You get 2 minutes instead of 5. I held his gaze. "Technical details matter, Noah. They bore people." He waved a hand. "Let's keep it simple. Your people might struggle with complex concepts." I watched the faces around us. Discomfort. Shame. But no one said a word. He leaned in closer. "Your board was smart to bring you in. You've played your part. Let the real leaders take it from here." My phone buzzed again, this time from a contact inside his funding bank. The message was simple. "You were right. Call me." I nodded once, then walked away. At the merger announcement, Noah opened with his usual performance. Grand visions. Titan Edge branding. Novaspire reduced to a footnote. When he introduced me, he knocked over a glass of water onto my notes. "Oops," he smirked. "Guess you'll have to wing it." So I did. I walked up notes ruined and told the room exactly what Novaspire's tech was doing. I explained our diagnostic breakthroughs, our machine learning structures, our FDA fast track. Noah tried to interrupt again, physically nudged me from the podium and butchered a technical explanation. A journalist raised her hand. "Dr. Monroe, care to respond?" Before I could, Noah cut in again. "We've taken enough of her time. I'm sure she has a diversity panel to attend." That was it. I stepped down. calm, focused. I made 3 quick calls. Then I waited. As Noah basked in the spotlight, our legal team delivered termination papers to his general counsel. A clause in the merger agreement, one he never bothered to read, stated that any conduct unbecoming of leadership allowed for unilateral termination, plus damages, 30% of the deal value, over $2 billion, and we had it all on record. The SEC launched an investigation that night. Whistleblowers started coming out of the woodwork. Turns out Noah had a long history misappropriated funds, hostile work environments, non-disclosure settlements. By morning, Titan Edge stock had tanked 12%. Their largest clients froze all deals. Noah barged into my office. No knock, no hello, just rage. "You can't cancel this merger," he shouted. "Your board approved it." I stayed seated. "So did yours. But I read the agreement. You should try it." He slammed a hand on my desk. "You're throwing away billions over hurt feelings." "No," I said, "I'm enforcing consequences for unacceptable behavior. There's a difference." "You'll regret this," he hissed. "I'll ruin you in the press." I leaned back. "You already did. And every major outlet has the footage." His phone buzzed. Then again. Then non-stop. His face went pale. He left without another word. The fallout was fast. His board forced him out. His investors fled. Within 48 hours, Novaspire signed strategic partnerships worth nearly double the value of the failed merger. We introduced the Monroe Standard's new industry-wide ethics protocols. Companies scrambled to adopt them. Noah's name became a case study. "Don't get Lancastered," they called it. 6 months later, I got a message. Noah wanted to meet. No lawyers, no cameras. Just a quiet table in a quiet cafe. He looked smaller somehow, like a balloon slowly losing air. "I'm not here to ask for forgiveness," he said. "Just closure." He admitted it. The insecurity, the outdated mindset, the fear of being outpaced by someone like me. "I'm building a program now," he said, "for executives who need to unlearn what I didn't." I nodded. "That could help if it's real." "I've learned humility," he said. "Time will tell." We shook hands this time on his initiative. He left quietly. And I went back to Novaspire, where our neural tech now helps doctors in over 60 countries. Some stories end with fireworks. Others end with quiet accountability. So now I ask you, was I right to cancel the merger? Or should I have stayed silent and salvaged the deal? Let me know in the comments. And if you've ever seen someone mistaken for just the help, if you've been underestimated, overlooked, or disrespected, drop your story below, because someone out there needs to hear it. Don't forget to subscribe for more real stories of power, justice, and the people who flip the script.